Hello everyone, back with another update. So I just got my processor on 2 days ago. Yeah, Wednesday morning. And it has been interesting. So I just want to talk about the appointment and everything that you get with it. And then finally activating it and turning it on for the first time. And then what it's been like. I'm going to take it off at the moment. And I'm going to show you some parts to it. And also it's very distracting when I'm talking right now, because it's not coming in clear yet. So, the appointment, initially, she put it on my ear and attached it to the magnet, but she was just running a test. And so this piece, this is the battery, and she had a different battery plugged into it, and then a cord to her computer so she could see stuff. And then she was doing beeping sounds, and every time I heard one, I just said yes. And she just was mapping it out. And then the other tests, she had the implant on the processor, and then she had this ear not plugged, it was a microphone, I think. And she was putting sounds, some of them were really loud, but she said it's when they test your reflexes, on your knee at the doctor, she's it was testing how my ear without the implant was reacting to the sounds to help map out the implant, which is kind of cool. So there's 22 electrodes in the implant, in the cochlea, and she can see them on her computer, and there's just lines, and then there's a dot, so you can see, know that they're performing well and the implant is in good shape. They test the implant on surgery day, so it, and my surgeon said it was working perfectly, so that's good. And so then she turned it on. At first I was like, why am I hearing you if I can hear beeps? But she said she didn't have it on for speech yet. So I have a video of me at my appointment, so I will share that. When I first heard it, it wasn't anything crazy. It's just high-pitched sounds. So I'll talk more about that in a bit. And I will share that video. And then you get a bunch of stuff from Cochlear Americas, which is the brand that I have. So this is how you charge the batteries, and you just you put it on, you just lock it in, and then you just plug it in. And they say just to alternate them, so you're just not using one all the time. So that's kind of cool. And then it just clips on, and good to go. So this piece can come off. And this, I have an extra one of these that you can replace, because sometimes this piece just kind of starts to get one out. This piece also, so the microphones are on here. And then this little piece kind of comes off of here, just a cover that covers this. So if it gets dirty or whatever. And then this little silicone mold that fits over your ear, that can be replaced as well. Which is awesome, because that kind of stuff just, wear and tear. And then they give you this little case. This is kind of if you want to use it for travel. It has the extra magnet piece. And then also they give you these, if you had a power outage and you had to have a battery. This is so cool. You would use these little hearing aid type batteries, and you put them in this, and then there's a little cover that just goes over it, and then this is what screws into the bottom of your implant. So that's so cool. Or if you wanted to use that for travel or something, you could do that. They also give you this little case too. It's just a little, so cute, the little magnet piece sits in there. a cute little bed. So that's kind of nice. Like I put this in my purse the other day because I was like, if it's just like too much, I need to take it off, then I can put it in here. But I've been very, very good about wearing it. Oh, so this is really cool. This is called the mini mic, and it can, like, you can clip it onto something, and it has a little speaker or microphone, and it goes directly to my implant. So if I'm like in a loud restaurant with a group, I could like put this in the middle of the table, or if I'm just like with my mom and the restaurant's really loud, she could just like clip it on her shirt. It also has the option to do like a headphone jack. So I can plug it into this, and then I could like plug it into my computer, which is awesome because that's how I do like most of my Zoom calls. I have like a headphone jack that I use. So that's very cool. Oh, they also give you this, which is what you can put it in. You have to take the battery off. So anything else can go in here besides the battery. And it sucks all the moisture out. And you just close it up and hit the button. There's a cord to it. And it sucks all the moisture out just to keep your implant nice and dry. They also give you a bunch of adapters for other countries just to make sure you can always have your battery charged no matter where you are. And there's also a wireless TV streamer, which is very cool. I don't really have a TV I use a lot, but if I do, then I could probably travel with it too if I wanted to. And then, this is so cute. There is a waterproof option. It's just this little piece, and you put it in here. It's like a little bathing suit. And you would put it in here with your battery. And then there's also like this piece that you would use, you know, you would take off this one and put this one on. And that's just very cool. So it's good to have a waterproof option. And then, oh, there's this too, where you can connect this to the processor and like clip this onto something in case it ever fell off or something. I don't think I will go through all this if I'm like doing a triathlon. I feel like I just won't wear it for the swim, and then if I want to throw it on and transition before I get on my bike, I'll do that. But if I'm, you know, like on a boat or somewhere around water where I also want to have it on, then that's a great option. There's a lot of other things you can get to, like on Amazon, to help, you know, hold it on if you want to, or if you're doing something super active. It fits kind of weird with my glasses. Like I kind of hook it over. So I don't know. I might try to see if I can find something to like maybe hold it on to my glasses. There's headbands and stuff too you can get if you want to kind of give your ear a break, because it does kind of start to get sore. Oh, they also give you this really nice backpack. Really nice. It has my name on it for my order. So that was really cool. It's really nice to give you all that stuff. And what else? Okay, so I will share what it was like, the video, like me at my appointment when I heard it, when she turned it on for the first time. So you can watch that now. And then I'll kind of explain how it's been.
Okay, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Just hear a high-pitched beeping.
Yeah, it's on.
Uh-huh.
It's gonna seem more high-pitched than you're used to because you weren't getting any information at all in those high pitches, and now you're getting a lot. It might seem loud. That's normal. Is it tolerable, or is it I want to tear it off my ear?
It's weird when I talk. It's just very high pitch.
Okay, let's have you talk because you're a familiar voice.
Yeah. Hi, can you hear me?
Can hear you. It just sounds weird.
It does?
Yeah. When I talk, it's very weird.
I don't want you to look at me. look away.
I
Can you hear
can't.
me?
I'm not gonna be
Yeah,
perfect
so
yet.
you're
Oh,
all,
okay.
and even once you're used to it, you're always gonna hear best facing the person. That's where your microphones are pointing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just like beeps. I can't. It, not even words really. It's just as I'm talking or you guys are talking. It's just a high pitched beep.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
That's normal. Totally normal.
Yeah.
It should become more word like, sometimes even by the end of the day.
Oh.
So, but if it takes a few weeks, that's also normal too.
Yeah.
You just have a young, healthy brain. So my guess is you'll adjust quickly.
Can it not be so high pitched, or is that just how it is?
That's just how it is.
Okay.
Yeah. So I could, take away all that high pitch information, and it may sound better to you now, but those high pitches give us the clarity of sound.
Mm-hmm.
So if I take all that away,
Yeah.
maybe it'll sound
really
better
helping.
today, but it's not actually really helping. So what we want to focus on today is getting it to be a comfortable volume.
Okay.
It's not going to sound good, and that's okay.
Yeah.
That's what we expect. I just want it to be something that you feel you could wear sort of all day. The more that you wear it, the better you're going to do. We say at least 8 to 10 hours a day, or you really won't hear better with it.
Yeah.
So if you're not committed to wearing it a full day, then we don't typically see the same amount of progress.
For sure.
We also recommend 30 to 60 minutes a day of some kind of practice. How's the volume as we've been talking?
It's like having another thing in my ear, like while I'm trying to, like it's not coming through clear, obviously, at the moment, so. It's just an annoying
Yeah, you're
beeping sound in
gonna
my ear.
be exhausted these first few days. It's normal, sort of at the end of the day, the first week or so, to be ready to take it off.
Yeah.
We always call it bonding with your implant. It's gonna take you a little bit to bond with your implant because you're not gonna love it, and that's normal. Again, this is the worst it's ever gonna sound.
Okay.
We can only go up from here.
Okay.
So as long as it's tolerable, I'll leave it here. If you still think it's a little loud, though, I can turn it down further.
Maybe turning it down a tad.
Sure. What we'll do is, so I'm gonna turn it down a little bit more. And then I'll give you programs where each one gets a little bit louder.
Okay.
Because you may notice, I'm not going to see you for a month. You may notice over the next week or 2 weeks, you start to kind of want more.
Okay.
And so you can go to those next programs and give yourself more volume.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
it's better now.
This is better?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to shut it off for a second and make those programs and save everything, and then we'll put it back on.
Okay. Interesting. Obviously, like when you turn it on, it's just like high pitch sound. Like when someone's talking, it's just like the high pitch. It's like a beep, like beeping almost as people are talking. It's very odd. It's so a very odd sound. It's very annoying. It's almost makes it harder at the moment because someone's talking. I mean, thankfully I can still hear out of this ear, but it's like beeping in my ear and people are talking. But it has gotten a little better already. So I started listening to a book my first night, and it was like reading along to me as I was listening. And at first I'm like, how am I gonna, understand this if I'm not even understanding words? And I mean, it got like through a couple paragraphs and then it started to be words already, and it was so awesome. And it sounds like the best way I can describe it, because it makes me laugh, is like, imagine just this like little tiny mouse with like this little screechy high-pitched voice talking to you. And I feel like there's like this little person in my head speaking to me. but it's so odd, and it just sounds like, it's just like, hello, how are you? It's just kind of very funny. But over time, the high pitch, like, it starts to get better and not sound so robotic. And it will start to, the words will be clear. I was using the toaster oven, and I was using it to like heat something up, and I had it on bake. And when the preheat was done, it beeped 3 times, and I was like, I heard it beep, and so that was cool. And it just came through like as like a high pitched beep, but it was like beep beep beep, and I was like, I've never heard that before. Whenever I have to do things time, like cooking, I always have to set my phone because I can never hear beep. That was cool. And then I read something that somebody said when they got theirs, they would listen to like the same, like CDs or, soundtracks, whatever, over and over because they were already familiar with them. So it helped them. And so I was like, oh, I'm going to start like listening to music that I know. So in my car today, I had some music on of songs that I know, and it started to come through as words. So it was going to be very high pitched words, which makes me laugh. But that was very cool. And then my parents today, we went out to lunch, and them talking kind of started coming through as clearer words. So that was very cool. So I can already tell it's, catching up, and it's very hard to wear all day. But I've been good. I've worn it, and I've put myself in situations where there's been, people, there's been loud noises. And the more I wear it, the faster I'm going to adjust. And I'm just determined to get this adjusted as fast as possible. It's very challenging, but I know it'll be a good outcome. Also, like, being out, and went shopping this morning, and like out to dinner last night. And it's not great yet, obviously, because I just got it, but people don't know that. But it's like so nice that they see that I have it, and they like so much more understanding because they know I have a hearing problem. So it's kind of nice when you have like a silent disability like that, and people can see that now, and they know. So it's kind of nice, honestly. Some people, I feel like it like makes them nervous, but I don't know. It's kind of funny, but it's nice to have that kind of like, oh, okay, she's hard of hearing, or she might not hear me well, even though I have it. It's like, not perfect. Never gonna be perfect. It's an adjustment, but it's exciting. I couldn't wait to finally get it activated because I want to, get it working awesome. And I want to get adjusted to it as soon as possible. So, I think that's it. And I will go back to see the audiologist in 1 month. And she said, oh, this is cool. So I asked her when I had hearing aids before, there was like kind of different settings that my audiologist had set on her computer. And it would be like, okay, if there's a lot of background noise, I could like change the setting. And I was like, is there different settings on this? And she said, no, because it's called Scan, what this one has. And it's like scanning your environment that you're in. And if there's a lot of background noise, it tries to block it out, which is so insane and cool. And I mean, the technology is literally mind-blowing to me. I have no idea how this is working. But also, the audiobook, I was waiting last night before dinner, and my parents weren't there yet, so I was just hanging out. And so I just pulled up my book to practice, and it's so cool because you wouldn't even know it's like going to my ear. So it's Bluetooth, and I'm, just looking on my phone, reading along. So that was cool because I've been trying to read as much as I can. because that's really great practice for it. And there's some other like exercises and hearing exercises on an app I can download. So I'm going to do that. It has an app, obviously, and I can look at it, adjust the volume, and a couple other things on it. It will tell you like if your battery's running low or, yeah. So, and then after 1 month, she'll see me in 3 months. I think she said that one could be virtual too, just like a virtual check-in as long as everything's going okay. She said if it's not and you're not hearing as well as you thought you would, or, you know, something seems off, then she'll have me come in. But if not, then she's like, you should be good to go. And then like, I think a 6-month check-in, and then she's like, just as needed. So, and if there's anything wrong with the actual processor device, then I would reach out to Cochlear Americas, to get it replaced or something like that. But also if something happened to my processor and I like had to get a new one, I could reach out and they asked them, like they would overnight it, and it's like in how mine is programmed is in a cloud, so it would already be programmed exactly like mine when I got it. And also she said when I go back in 1 month, she can see like what environments I've been in and how much, you know, speaking has come in through it, and it will help to make any adjustments needed on mapping it out for future, like for going forward. So she's so cool. And she knows when you're wearing it, so she can yell at you if you're not wearing it. But I've been very good at taking a lot of patience. And it's just kind of always has like a high pitched hum when you're wearing it. Like as soon as you take it off the battery or the magnet, it just is like silence. And honestly, it's so nice sometimes. But I'm like hearing sounds, but I don't know where they're coming from sometimes. So like maybe something's beeping, or, you know, I'm starting to pick up voices of like other people talking. I can't understand what's said, but it's like it's starting to come through. So I look forward to more sounds and clear voices. So yeah, I'm excited. And I'll keep you updated on the progress. I'm gonna put it back on now real quick. So you just put the battery in like that. And then like this beeps green and then orange. I'm not even really sure what that means. I just kind of clip it over my glasses so it sits back there. And then there's kind of like these little raised dots on the side that will connect. And then you just find where you know when it hits it, because you start hearing a high pitch screeches. So you know it's working. So, all right. Thanks for watching.